This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
2nd and 10.
On play action, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action now, Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play fake. Cousins. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They try again with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Cousins to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Off the play fake, Cousins staying on his feet. And his pass incomplete.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Joseph's got it. And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Drew Sample was a 2nd-round pick in 2019, and the Bengals would sure love to see his role increase with Joe Burrow at quarterback.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3. Ready?
Mark 54. Mark 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mixon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and goal. Burrow eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
there to make the grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Throwing, Cousins, flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 19-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bengals 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the second and 6.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
There's the first NFL catch for Jamar Chase.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Melendikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. And he finds Gronk. Pushes him over. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again.
He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On play action, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Joseph Osai
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. First down. Here's Cousins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Now those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Play fake, Cousins rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they go play action now. Burrow. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rob Gronkowski. 35 yards. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's out right at the 25.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
making quite a splash with his second touchdown of his NFL debut.
And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. An extra point by McPherson up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Left side, Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. formation now. Cousins. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone since the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the toss, Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And